1953. Mrs. Richard never expected that Lucy, who had always been suppressed by her, would dare to challenge her openly. At this moment, fury burned in her heart, but when she thought about her current helpless state, like a deflated ball with no support, she did not dare to argue further. She regretted deeply, if only she had treated Brabus better from the beginning, then those three would now be loyal to her, and Lucy would never have dared to speak against her. Unfortunately, she had already made enemies of Brabus and her companions. If she also offended Lucy now, she would truly have no one left to help her. So, with frustration, she could only say angrily, "I don't want to quarrel with you. Let's take Michael back to the room, and then move Harold in." Michael, almost in tears, choked out, "Mom, you still remember me. I can't hold on anymore." Mrs. Richard hurriedly urged, "Olivia, Lucy, please take Michael back to the room and let him rest." The two struggled to lift him to the elevator. Olivia, unable to bear it, asked Brabus, "Can't you three come over and help? How can you just stand there watching?" Brabus replied coldly, "When the three of us first came here, we really wanted to be cows and horses for your family, but your grandma was unwilling. Now we're only co-tenants with you. Helping you is an act of kindness, not our duty." Wendy snapped angrily, "Can't you at least lend a hand?" Brabus shook her head firmly. "Sorry, the kindness is gone." After saying this, she declared to Mrs. Richard, "The biggest room on the third floor belongs to me from now on." Mrs. Richard stood frozen with tears in her eyes, not daring to say a word. After all, everything was her own fault, and she could only swallow her bitterness silently, for Brabus would give her no chance otherwise. With that warning delivered, Brabus took Tabia and Lexi upstairs to the third floor, while the three generations of women in the Richard family worked tirelessly to move both Michael and Harold to the second floor. To take better care of the father and son, Olivia and Lucy put them together in the master bedroom. Meanwhile, Brabus had already thrown out all of Mrs. Richard's belongings from the third floor. The old lady still wanted to claim a separate room upstairs, but to her dismay, the remaining rooms on the third floor had already been taken by the other two women. In the end, the Richard family had no choice but to divide the house. Brabus and her two companions occupied the third floor, Michael and Harold stayed in the master bedroom on the second floor, Olivia and Lucy shared one of the smaller bedrooms, and the last bedroom was given to Mrs. Richard. After all the exhausting work, the five of them were both tired and starving. Mrs. Richard, craving food, ordered Lucy, "Hurry up and cook something. I'm starving to death." Lucy retorted bitterly, "Cook with what? Let Brabus and her friends eat what's left of the ingredients, they were prepared before anyway." But now, with Fury's men having taken away all the pots and pans, we have nothing to cook with. There's only half a bag of rice left, and even the rice cooker is gone. What am I supposed to use? Desperate, Mrs. Richard asked, "Isn't there anything left in the refrigerator? Even a few sausages are better than starving." Lucy snapped, "Old lady, are you losing your mind? Even the refrigerator has been dragged away. Where am I supposed to find you ham sausages? Why don't you give me money so I can buy food instead?" Only then did Mrs. Richard realize with despair, "Even the refrigerator has been dragged away. Where am I supposed to find you ham sausages? Why don't you give me money so I can buy food instead?" Only then did Mrs. Richard realize with despair that Fury's men had even taken the refrigerator. Now, there wasn't even a single bite of food to be found in the villa. At that moment, Harold cried out miserably, "Mom! I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten a single bite since I went out."